Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the life and work of provocative artist Egon Schiele, so let's explore the fascinating world of this Austrian Expressionist painter. Egon Schiele was born on June 12, 1890 in Tulln, Austria, to the town's station master. He faced family tragedies as his father struggled with syphilis. His older sister likely died from a disease when he was 3, and his father passed away in 1904 when he was just 14. This led Schiele to fully embrace his art, leaving behind his previous indifference to academics. He was a prodigious talent who showed a passion for art from an early age. Schiele's distinctive style emerged during his time at the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts, where he was exposed to the works of Gustav Klimt and other avant-garde artists of the era. While Schiele's early works displayed the influence of Gustav Klimt's Art Nouveau style, he soon developed his own unique artistic voice. His style is often described as expressionist, characterized by bold lines, distorted figures, and intense emotions. Schiele's art delves deep into the human psyche, portraying raw and unfiltered emotions. In 1907, a young Egon Schiele actively sought the renowned artist Gustav Klimt, the visionary between the Vienna Secession movement. Klimt displayed a profound fascination with Schiele's talent, not only acquiring his drawings, but also facilitating introductions to other art patrons. Klimt played a pivotal role in Schiele's inclusion in the 1909 Vienna Kunstschau, a prestigious international exhibition that significantly advanced his career. It was during this period that Schiele's subjects underwent a transformation, growing more emotionally charged and artistically exaggerated. Notably, his self-portraits and portraits began to bear traces of profound psychological and sensual undertones. In his later years, Schiele moved away from Klimt's ornate Art Nouveau-inspired style, and he became known for his provocative and often explicit subject matter. His depictions of the human body, particularly the female form, stirred controversy in the conservative society of his time. But beyond the shock value, Schiele's art captured the essence of human vulnerability and desire. Schiele struggled to find acceptance in Vienna's art scene. He and his fellow artists formed the Neue Kunstgruppe, New Art Group, a movement dedicated to pushing the boundaries of traditional art. Schiele's association with the group allowed him to exhibit his work and gain some recognition. Some of the most striking aspects of Schiele's oeuvre is his numerous self-portraits. He painted himself in various emotional states, and often in a state of undress, laying bare his inner turmoil and self-exploration. These self-portraits offer a profound insight into Schiele's psyche. An example of his painting, Kneeling Nude with Raised Hand, Self-Portrait 1910, is seen as one of the most important nude pieces of the early 20th century. The gaze is turned upon the self, and the artist steps directly into the viewer's foreground, hand raised to stop us in our tracks. His semi-abstracted body in red, green and orange, sensitively bleak and timelessly confrontational. However, many observers at the time considered Schiele's frank sensual content disturbing. It's important to note that Schiele's artistic process often involved close relationships with his models, some of whom were underage. This controversial aspect of his life has generated significant debate and discussion among art historians and scholars. In Nude Girls Reclining 1911, for instance, Schiele drew 2 girls who are probably in their early teens, if not younger. One of them looks outward at the viewer, while the other looks down with a blush. Their bodies are drawn sharply, their hair flows downward. When Schiele moved to Cramont, his unconventional lifestyle clashed with the conservative values of the provincial town. His unusual clothing, choice of underage models, an open relationship with his primary muse, Valérie Wally-Nusil, raised eyebrows. In the summer of 1911, after being evicted from Cramont, Schiele moved to Neulenbach, but he faced similar disapproval from the locals. This led to his imprisonment in April 1912. Schiele was arrested and imprisoned for 24 days on charges initially involving a 12-year-old girl. These charges were later dropped, but he was convicted of exposing children to explicit images. Police confiscated 125 of his works, and a judge symbolically burned one of his drawings in court. This specific piece depicted a partially nude young girl. This incident significantly influenced Schiele. He stopped using children as models, but the morbidity and sexual explicitness in his work, especially his drawings, seemed to intensify after his release from prison. Schiele's artistic career truly flourished during his mature period, from around 1910 to 1918, moving back to Vienna where he created some of his most iconic works. His mastery of line and form reached new heights during his time. In 1913, the Gallery Hans Goltz, Munich, mounted Schiele's first solo show. A solo exhibition of his work took place in Paris 1914. The following year he proposed to Edith Harms, a woman of high standing, and he expected to also keep his relationship with Walburga Nussel, Wally. But when she found out about his intent to marry Edith, she left, and Schiele never saw her again. He painted Death and the Maiden in response. After Schiele married Edith, he was then drafted 3 days later into the Austrian army. He painted prolifically and continued to exhibit during his military service. His solo show at the Vienna Succession in 1918 brought him critical acclaim and financial success. Inspired by his wartime travels, Schiele produced a number of land and cityscapes around this time, devoid of the artist's usual exaggerated contours. In 1917, Schiele returned to Vienna and co-founded the Vienna Kunstsaal art hall with his mentor Gustav Klimt. Schiele painted prolifically and participated in the Vienna Succession's 49th exhibit in 1918. 50 of his works were displayed in the main hall of the event. The exhibition was a huge success. Egon Schiele's impact on the art world is immeasurable. His fearless exploration of the human psyche and unapologetic self-expression laid the groundwork for future generations of artists. Many contemporary artists continue to draw inspiration from his work today. Unfortunately, Schiele's promising career was tragically cut short. In 1918, at the age of 28, he succumbed to the Spanish flu pandemic that swept through Europe, along with his pregnant wife, Edith. His untimely death was a profound loss to the art world. In 2011, Schiele's 1914 painting Hauser mit bunter Wasch brought in US $40 million at Sotheby's. Egon Schiele's art challenges us to confront our own vulnerabilities and desires. His bold and unapologetic approach to self-expression continues to captivate and inspire artists and art enthusiasts around the world. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life and work of Egon Schiele. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode. And as always, keep creating and exploring the world of art and design. See you on the next one. Bye!